Arizona running back Zach Green, 34, celebrates his rushing touchdown with teammates during the first overtime of an NCAA college football game against California on Saturday, October 21, 2017, in Berkeley, Calif. Arizona won 45-44 in 2 overtimes. AP photo Marcio Jose Sanchez. Marcio Jose Sanchez. The targeting trend began anew in the fourth quarter against UCLA last week, when defensive tackle Parker Zellers was ejected for a helmet-to-helmet hit on Bruins quarterback Josh Rosen. Zellers had to sit out the first half of Saturday's game at California. He soon had company in the UA locker room. On the first play of the Golden Bears' second possession, freshman safety Troy Young delivered a late hit on Cal tailback Vic Enwere, who was being wrapped up by Dane Cruikshank. Young led with his head and was ejected just 12 plays into his first career start. On the next-to-last play of the quarter, Arizona quarterback Calif Tate reversed field and rolled to his left. Tailback J.J. Taylor nailed Cal linebacker Cameron Good with a high block. No penalty was called initially, but a replay review determined that Taylor targeted Good. "You can't lead with the crown of the helmet," UA coach Rich Rodriguez said. "It's just a teaching moment. That's a point of emphasis." Meanwhile, starting Arizona tailback Nick Wilson suffered an ankle injury in the first half and did not return. So, in an unfortunately familiar scenario, the Wildcats were down to their third-string tailback. Senior Zach Green stepped in and put together a brilliant performance in Arizona's 45-44 victory in double overtime. Green carried a career-high 20 times for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. "It felt good," Green said. "It kind of felt like high school again. I just run with it. I start getting in my mode. It was good to show the country what I could do." The Wildcats were really scrambling at safety. Troy Young was playing in place of Scotty Young Jr., his classmate who suffered a knee injury last week. Scotty Young did not make the trip. Troy Young started at the bandit safety spot, with Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles shifting to free safety, where Scotty Young had started the first 6 games. When Troy Young got ejected, the coaches turned to redshirt freshman Jarius Wallace at free safety, sending Flanagan-Fowles back to bandit. Wallace ended up playing a key role. He intercepted Cal quarterback Ross Bowers in the end zone in the second quarter. "We have depth at the safety position," said Cruikshank, who had 9 tackles and a pass breakup. "All those guys can play." Jarius made a play as soon as he came into the game. Near the end of regulation, Wallace broke up a pass intended for Jordan Duncan on 3rd and 4 from the Arizona 35. Cal had to settle for a field goal that sent the game into overtime. Tony Fields co-ed, +16. Arizona California football. Arizona head coach Rich Rodriguez yells from the sideline during the first half of an NCAA college football game against California Saturday, October 21, 2017, in Berkeley, Calif. AP photo Marcio Jose Sanchez. Marcio Jose Sanchez. Early in the fourth quarter, Arizona freshman linebacker Tony Fields too got hurt while attempting to tackle Cal receiver Jordan Vesey. The two made helmet-to-helmet contact after Vesey caught the ball, and Fields was down for several minutes. Rodriguez and trainers for both teams tended to Fields, who eventually walked off the field. He did not return. Rodriguez said that Fields was smiling and happy in the locker room. Fields entered Saturday tied for the team lead in tackles. The freshman finished the game with 10 stops. Extra points, +2. Charlie Ragle. By now. At Arizona, Charlie Ragle developed into one of the UA's best and most energetic recruiters. At Cal, he continues to recruit the Phoenix area. Al Sermeno KLC photos. Defensive tackle Finton Connolly's sack in the first quarter was the first full sack of his career. Defensive tackle Luca Bruno returned to the starting lineup after missing last week because of a concussion. He had 5 tackles. Tight end Trevor Wood handled most of the snaps on extra points and field goals. Wood took over as the short snapper during the UCLA game. Josh Pollock missed a 43-yard field goal attempt at the end of the first half, but made a 36-yarder to give Arizona the lead in the fourth quarter. He made all 6 of his extra point attempts. Ex-Arizona assistant Charlie Ragle exchanged hugs and hellos with Pollock and his former co-workers on the field about 2 hours before kickoff. Ragle left the UAA in the offseason to become the special teams coach for California.